Ignore the wet hair for this video, but we're here to talk about what the heck is up with my new sidearm technique and what are the differences. So I'm not gonna teach you guys how to throw like a basic sidearm. If you want that, check out my other videos. I have plenty on how to throw sidearm. But anyways, you guys were curious, what's the differences? Can you explain what you're doing? And so on and so forth. So let's talk about my main sidearm technique and then we'll get to the new sidearm technique. So my main sidearm technique, basically, the range for my sidearm technique is the slightest hyzer possible down to like extremely steep, right? Like I can get power from here, but the second I go flat, I have no power. So you can understand why it would be hard to throw a flex shot unless I'm just in trouble or something and I'm trying to get out of the woods. On top of that, when I do my normal throw, like 90% of the time, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna line up, usually with my left hand. So it's gonna look like this. I'll do something like that. I'll put it in my other hand. And depending on the angle I'm gonna throw, let's just pretend I'm gonna throw pretty much flat. It's just gonna be a couple steps. And then I throw. So when I'm actually throwing it though, I feel like I'm pulling straight back. And then what happens is when I start pulling forward, for a split second, my elbow comes first, and then from here to here, just becomes a whip just like that. So that's basically the full throw. And it's weird because I can't really recommend this throw. I overextend my elbow basically every single throw. And I know why pros wear elbow sleeves now. Let me just quickly demonstrate like my normal forehand. We've got a 12-year-old magnet, super understable, people like hyzer flips. So pretty cool flight, right? Like I can throw it pretty well, and that's like my normal throw. Now, my new forehand technique, you're gonna have to think of like two different pro players when it comes to backhand. Cause I mean, there's a few forehand specialists out there, but think of like my normal forehand is like Matty-O. Think of like my new distance forehand is like Eagle McMahon. They throw it completely differently, right? So you have to realize like there's definitely difference in technique. So what am I doing differently with this new forehand? The first thing I'm gonna do is instead of like lining up and then just kind of coming straight at it, what I do is I'll actually turn my whole body way over here. So it's almost like I'm not really going to do that full arm extension anymore. It's mostly going to be like from here to here. And then really it's just the wrist, and then my hips are throwing it too. So it sounds really weird, but think of like the one tip from like way back in the day, which is like, don't be a T-Rex, I guess you could say. But basically, I'm gonna like choose where I'm gonna throw, kind of curl my body here. And now the footwork is the biggest thing. So my main forehand is just, steps or, faster steps, whatever it's gonna be. This forehand is literally like a run up. So I come here and then I have like a hop step. So think of like Nate Sexton. That's where I had the idea. I'm like, it looks like it takes no effort for him. And then I was also thinking of like a really old player that you probably don't know. Some of you watching might not know, but think of like Chandler Kramer. When he throws his forehand, he's like this, and then he just kind of like does a hop step and it goes a million feet. I would say that's like the best comparison on like what's going on. So let me throw one of each so you can get an idea. I'll throw different colors. By the way, these are both Excaliburs. So ideally similar flight. I'm just gonna throw my normal first, just kind of flat and out there, a little bit of flex. All right, so I'm not throwing it too hard, but you can tell like, whatever, straight hyzer, got through the gap. Now I'm gonna throw my other one, basically same effort. So I'm gonna kind of curl my body a little bit like this. So when I come through, it's a little bit of hips too, which is not your typical sidearm. So I'm gonna go like this. And then I throw on a nice little flex there. All right guys, the camera doesn't have much light left. We're gonna throw two distance shots, one of each type of sidearm. By the way, comment down below, do you like this stamped X-Cal? I literally just got it. Rate it out of 10 in the comments. I think it's awesome. It's got a Star Crow stamp. We're gonna throw this yellow one with the new sidearm. Green one's gonna be the normal forehand. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, so normal forehand. I should have got chalk if I'm actually gonna throw hard, but that's an excuse, right? So normal forehand. Like, okay, it didn't go that far. These are overstable discs, but not bad. Like, that was an Excalibur. I threw it pretty much on a hyzer, got it a little bit straight for a while. Now let's throw another Excalibur. Actually, it's an EcoStar. I don't know if that's how different that is, but new forehand with the yellow disc. That second one definitely went farther. But like you said, it could just be a flex shot, but I know for sure I'm doing something different. And one final note, it's almost like when I throw normal forehand, I feel it right here. When I really throw this new forehand over and over again, it kind of moves to like right here. Anyways, guys, hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.